Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Thomas from RohmerFitness.com, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my top 5 best exercises for building a powerful shoulder to waist ratio. So, this is the most attractive form of the male physique, is building up a nice predominant V-taper, nice broad shoulders all the way down to a lean waist. And so really, if you're trying to focus on maximum aesthetics, this is what you should be working towards and striving to achieve. And a lot of guys, unfortunately, don't do this. They just mostly focus on obliterating their chest or biceps or something like that. But if you want to build the most attractive male physique you possibly can, this is what you need to be doing. So obviously, first and foremost, you have to be lean in order to have a good shoulder to waist ratio. It doesn't matter how much muscle you build. If you're still carrying too much fat in your abdominal region, you are not going to have a good shoulder to waist ratio. So obviously, being lean is a very big part of the equation. And then secondly, you can't just build muscle haphazardly. You really need to build the right amount of muscle in the right places in order for this shoulder to waist ratio to really pop. And there's really going to be 3 primary muscle groups that are going to contribute to your overall shoulder measurement. And that's going to be your back, the shoulders themselves, and the upper chest. So what are the top 5 exercises that you can use to help build up those muscle groups? And the first exercise is going to be wide grip lat pull downs and wide grip pull-ups. So in terms of which of these you should be doing, the pull down is a very good exercise for beginners who might not be able to do full range of motion pull-ups yet on their own. But as you start to get more advanced, I would go ahead and switch over to the pull-up because it is a closed chain exercise, which means your hands are in a fixed position and your body moves through space, whereas the lat pull down is an open chain exercise where your body is fixed in place and your hands move up and down. So with the exercise like a pull-up, a closed chain exercise, that's going to involve a little bit more stabilization through the core, and it's going to work you a little bit harder. So, once you can do body weight pull-ups, I would eventually progress into weighted pull-ups and just focus on getting stronger in that over time, because this is going to be a very good exercise for the lats and helping to widen them out, give you that nice V-taper shape. Now, the second exercise is going to be lateral raises. So yes, this is an isolation exercise for the side deltoid, and it is one of the best for broadening out the shoulders. It's going to help really hit that lateral head of the deltoid hard, give you that nice capped look, broaden out the shoulders. And there's a bunch of different ways you can do the exercise. You can do it on a machine if your gym has it. You can do lateral raises with a cable pulley. You can even do it with dumbbells. The main thing is just over time, again, you want to focus on getting stronger. And since it is an isolation exercise, it is harder to progressively add weight to an exercise like that. But just make sure over time you are getting somewhat stronger with that exercise, because it will really give you a nice boost to the shoulders. Now, my third exercise is going to be OneArm Dumbbell Row. So again, this is another back exercise here. It's primarily going to target the lats, but it's also going to help work on the rhomboids. And the rhomboids are a deep muscle that sits below the traps, and you can't see them, but it's really going to help develop that front to back thickness, give you that nice 3D look, so you won't be looking as flat. It'll really help to push that tape measure out whenever you're taking your shoulder measurement. And this is an exercise that will require a lot of grip strength. So if you are doing it towards the end of a back workout, for example, and your grip is already pretty fatigued, you might want to incorporate using straps for this exercise, because you're going to have to significantly decrease your weight if your grip strength is already fatigued. So I would either recommend doing that or putting this exercise more towards the front of your workout, because it can be very hard to grip a heavy dumbbell if you're already fatigued. And it's going to be a really good exercise for targeting not only the lats but the rhomboids as well, to help give you a nice 3-dimensional look. Now, my fourth exercise is going to be the military press. So this is another exercise to help build up the shoulders. It's a great compound exercise, primarily going to be hitting the front part of the delt this time. So the lateral raises are going to help build up the side part of the delt over here, and the military press is really primarily going to be focusing on the front part of the shoulders here. And again, you can do this standing or seated, and you can do it with a barbell or dumbbell, but the main thing is you need to be focusing on getting stronger with it over time. So generally what I like to do with this exercise is focus on a lower rep range, around 5 to 6 reps, and I'll do longer rest periods of around 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll just focus on trying to beat my numbers every time I go to the gym. And that is a good way to progressively try and get stronger in this exercise. Just keep the reps lower, rest periods high, so you can go all out on every set and just really get stronger with that exercise, because it's going to be a great one to help build up your shoulders. Now, my fifth and final exercise here is going to be the incline bench press. And you can do this with dumbbells or a barbell, but the main point here is that by doing it on an incline, you're going to help predominantly work on the upper portion of the chest, and this will help to contribute a little bit to the overall shoulder to waist ratio. And it is just a good exercise for overall aesthetics, because yes, the chest is a very important muscle group you're going to want to build up, and by building up the upper chest, you will help to give an even proportion throughout the entire chest muscle. Whereas if you're primarily doing just a flat barbell bench press, you will have overdeveloped part of your chest in the middle and the lower areas, and underdeveloped in the upper part, and you do not want that look. So be sure to give those 5 exercises a try in your routine, and just focus on progressive overload, getting stronger with them over time. And I can guarantee you, if you are only doing 50-pound dumbbells, for example, with the military press, and you increase that up to 75-pound dumbbells, and if you can't even do a pull-up right now, and then you get to the point where you could do weighted pull-ups with 50 pounds, you are going to be building a killer shoulder to waist ratio. So be sure to give those exercises a try in your routine if you're not already. And other than that, if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, so that way you can stay up to date with my latest tips and videos. And other than that, I will be talking to you next time. Peace.